one thing that I've seen go wrong in meetings like that is inviting the wrong people.
Yo, exactly. Like, honestly,
Because you bring so many people who have so many strong opinions to that meeting, and it just becomes a pissing contest.
Yes.
Where everyone wants to say, oh, this is the way I say this thing, or this is the way I see it. And then at the end of the meeting, there's no actual alignment for where we should be going, right? Like,
Exactly.
we've just spent 1 hour where everyone is just saying what they feel.
Exactly.
And ultimately, a decision has to be made, right? But
Exactly.
those meetings, you don't end up with anything out of them.
Okay, so I think there are two different meetings then. There is alignment and there's decision making. So in
Mm-hmm.
decision making, yes, like honestly, like if it's a meeting where you want to leave that meeting with a yes or a no,
Mm-hmm.
if you have plenty of people in that meeting, you're already doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And I've been burnt by this a few times.
Yeah.
So but that's a very valid thing.
Mm-hmm.
My own philosophy of like decision meetings are, for a decision making meeting, the meeting actually should only be to rubber stamp. Everybody should have agreed with you before you make that meeting happen.
Yeah.
Do like 4 smaller meetings.
Yeah.
And get everybody to be on the same page.
Yeah, literally.
And then do the decision meeting.
Find this one, go and talk to him, be like, yo, this is what I'll do. What do you think, right?
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah. Maybe they agree, maybe they don't agree. Then go find the next person, then go find the next person. And then, ultimately that decision making is just formality at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because if you're trying to get all of those people to agree in the same meeting, in some cases it could work, but very, very unlikely, especially if you're dealing with principals and people who have very strong opinions about their work.
That's a very important thing to call out because it doesn't apply to everybody, right? If you have a decision-making meeting, there are people that will not be very vocal or people that they don't know enough in that decision-making meeting to like give strong opinions. On the other hand, if you have people that are like very, very senior or have very, very strong opinions because they are very, very much in the weed or they have lots of historical context, you want to have met all those people beforehand.
Yeah.
You should all be on the same page before you pull a meeting for that kind of use case, for that kind of like category. Because like if you are starting to figure things out during that meeting, they will destroy your meeting. Number one. Number two, it depends on how you're positioned in respect to that person. If the person is more senior than you in the company, the moment the person starts opposing something you're saying in the meeting, you've kind of already lost the meeting.
Yeah, because ultimately everyone just kind of leans towards that person, right? Everyone just says, yo, this is the guy, right?
Yep.
In certain organizations where principals and seniors have more power than managers themselves, you're pretty much already screwed because, as you said, the second they start opposing, no one wants to then see your point of view.
Yeah.
Everyone just starts looking at their point of view.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So